It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely. All right, so here in Clarksville, Regal Clarksville Movie Theater and RPX, they close their doors starting tomorrow.
Closed them? I thought they opened them back up.
They did. August 21st, they open them back up. Tomorrow, they're closing. Guy, check this out, okay? So, Regal announced their decision to temporarily close all theaters on the company's Twitter in response to an increasingly challenging theatrical landscape and sustained key market closures. The decision came shortly after Regal's parent company, Cineworld. They announced they will close temporarily their UK and Ireland theaters. So because their parent company is closing in Ireland, this is crazy. But AMC, okay, it includes AMC Classic 10, Governor Square Mall.
Mm-hmm.
They say, screw you.
We staying open.
We're remaining open. And they recently announced a slate of classic films, including Hocus Pocus. I mean, this is Halloween time. You want to push those Halloween movies. How to Train Your Dragon, and also, a big one, Shrek, for $5 tickets.
I kind of like the idea of getting to see some of the older movies on the big screen again.
Yeah.
I mean, I miss the dollar movie theaters where you would go in and you would pay $1 and you get to see some of the classic movies on the big screen.
Well,
again.
they really like the movies that were 3 or 4 months out of the main theaters, and you pick them up at the one more run at the dollar theater.
Yeah.
Before they went out to
Why are they closing?
Isn't there one of those here in Clarksville?
There was.
Yeah, it was on
Madison Street.
Madison.
What is it?
I was like 7 years old. I feel like I remember my parents taking me there like one time. So it's been closed for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had to be like 15 years ago.
And I miss drive-ins too.
I haven't even thought about that since then. Y'all talking
Right.
about that just made me realize how
They said drive-ins have actually made a bit of a comeback with
Yeah,
the
they did.
Yeah, so have drive-bys here in Clarksville. Speaking of which. No. So it's true.
I
It's
know.
true.
It's bad.
But here's what I understand why Regal's closing, okay, and why they're listening to their parent company and not going, like, looking at the Clarksville, Montgomery County, currently 254 active cases of corona, okay, in the county. Okay, and a low-ball population of 210,000 people, which, when the next census comes out, look for it to be closer to 250.
50, yeah.
250,000 people in this area. But we'll low-ball it because, just go with the numbers, 210,000 people. That is 0.0012% of the population. And you're closing down your entire theater.
And they have the ability to really space things out.
You're damn right.
Yeah.
Every time I go there, even before this.
There was plenty of room.
Right. The popcorn trick, man.
Clint Eastwood come on. I saw on the news this morning. He said he doesn't think that the theater industry will survive the pandemic if it continues.
I just don't understand.
It's
though.
not.
Do you see how these movies are doing? Performing?
They're
terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at the big blockbusters they stopped. So Maverick, the second, Top Gun 2, Maverick coming out. They shut that one down.
Let me go to this.
They just announced that they
Pandora.
Onward. They did that with Pixar's Onward.
Yeah, and one just came out where they said they were stopping release of the movie until next year. It was another big Christmas classic or something.
I tell you, who's making out like a bandit with all this streaming services.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and
Like,
that's where it's
I
really
actually
going, is all
read.
the streaming.
I actually read that the sequel to Wonder Woman,
It might come out.
84, it might be released on streaming services. They're just gonna cancel theater showings altogether.
Voodoo
my
has
Bring it
made
straight to
a
HBO
killing.
Max.
Voodoo has made a killing. You rent the movies for $20 a pop. I'd rather do that instead of my house and watch the movie than I had to go to the theater and pay $100 for 2 tickets and a box
Oh yeah,
of
if
popcorn.
you take 4 people there, that's
Oh, yeah.
like $10 to $15 per ticket.
Plus your popcorn, your drinks,
drink,
candy.
The drinks and popcorn is gonna run you like 20.
Well, that's where they make
Yeah.
their money.
Oh yeah.
By myself, it's 60. For
I'd rather
myself.
stay at home and pay $14.99 a
bag.
month for HBO
Which is
Max.
exactly why Eastwood, I think, is saying this, is because people are realizing, hey, when 80-inch and 100-inch screens are
In the house.
reasonably affordable, that enough houses have them, or at least even a 60 or 70-inch screen, and the home theater systems that they have.
I have 50 inches
the
in my bedroom.
streaming services. I mean,
Good for your husband.
man, I just knew you wouldn't leave it and sit there, would
I
you?
knew you wouldn't
It was
either.
like a little softball pitch.
Now you get to experience all your movies at home and in your own personal
Look-
magic.
look
You can
how
pause
much-
it to go to the bathroom. You
Joe's
can,
been to my house. He knows how big my living room TV is. It's huge.
You get to have your own intermissions.
right?
Look at these. Look. Oh, my God. These movies are making no money.
What was that?
Yeah.
The movies, I'm looking at the 2020
Oh, it was like
the movies.
Bloodshot, Bad Boys.
New
See,
Mutants.
I was excited for Bad Boys too.
Yeah,
Well, that's what they said.
It
Is
really
it
was.
put 40? It was I think 40,000 theater workers out of work with
Like-
Regal's decision.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
look at this.
I think New Mutants suffered the same fate too.
Like, you know how, like, big blockbuster weekends, first opening weekends were, like, a big thing for movies in the theaters, right? Like, take released October 2nd, okay? A movie called A Call to Spy. $35,000 gross.
Wow.
Didn't
Right?
even hear that.
How much did it cost to make?
I don't know.
Not $35,000.
Who was the star?
Like,
That sounds terrible.
All you gotta do is find out who the star was.
like the highest movie, the highest grossing movie for the released on the weekend of September 25th is a movie called The Last Shift. No, I'm sorry, called Shortcut. And it made $655,000
That's the number one.
for
Wow.
that weekend.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how much it's made so far.
It may
Well, that's
be
why
over
they
for
said
that.
Tom Cruise said he was stopping the release of Maverick until it could be
It
on
was
the
over.
big screen because it has to be.
Infidel. Do you guys ever hear of this one? Yeah.
I saw the commercial for
Right?
that.
It's supposed to be a big movie, right?
Yeah.
You know how much it's made?
How much?
$3 million. Since its release in September 18th.
Wonder what the actor was paid.
He's from that.
So conversely, what did Mulan make on a streaming service when it was released?
more than that.
Oh, way
probably.
more than that.
I wonder what Disney's Mulan made.
This hurts because we can't get that experience no more. It's like
Sponge. Yeah.
It can be cool watching it streaming, but it's not.
Nah,
as loud,
it-
it's not as
Well, and the
Go
theaters
there.
are so nice today with the big recliner
Right,
chairs,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
individualized. Like,
Regal had
As
that.
soon as we start getting
Popcorn trick.
right?
Popcorn
we
trick.
start getting comfortable. We didn't have that for what 3 years.
Oh my God. The SpongeBob movie. Okay? Sponge on the Run.
What you talking about the new one? You talking about the old
The new
one?
one.
Oh, no, I don't know about that.
I don't either.
That's the new generation. All right.
Yeah, that
Only
isn't
made
that
f-
the CGI one?
So these SpongeBob movies, okay? Look at this. I mean, the past ones. 100 million to over 200 million. The new SpongeBob that came out on August 14th, 4 million.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, no.
That costs more than
Yeah,
make.
they probably lost like
Yeah,
$10 million.
yeah.
I guarantee you their budget.
Yeah.
was probably like
I think it was
$10
because of the
something
fact
like
that the movie
They'll
was
make it-
entirely on CGI.
Sputnik, I wanted to go see this one. Right? This was released in August. I wanted to watch this one. Sputnik, it's about the
Yeah.
right? It has only made $18,000.
Oh my!
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
definitely lost
painful.
revenue on that.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts to hear.
This is crazy.
The actors probably got paid more than that.
Re-releases are making more money. They re-released Hocus Pocus October 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
At least that made $1,925,000. Crazy.
And why? So with the pandemic and people not working as much and not enough expendable income, they're not.
Yeah.
It's not just the fact that they're closed. It's
Yeah,
that
people can't
I mean,
go
there is so
spend
much more than just being sick that's going on.
I know.
mean, that's
Well, I mean, and then
a total industry that's
One thing that I
going
was
away.
concerned about with the pandemic, with the way how it's affecting the economy, it makes me think, oh, I hope we don't go into another Great Depression.
no, we can't shut down. I mean, listen, we got lives to live. I don't live in fear.
No.
I don't live in fear. I'm sorry, but I got work to do. If you want to be in fear, be in fear. Just
You've seen the elephant, Joe.
yeah.
So have I. And when you have, it changes your perspective on
Absolutely.
that.
I remember being at Walmart, wiping my whole entire buggy down.
Here, I get close to that mic there on that one guy.
My bad.
No,
I
it's
just
okay.
remember being at Walmart and I would just wipe the complete buggy down.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, sometimes dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll wipe it down. People used to look at me so funny, look at me like I'm being bougie and all that stuff. But for me, it's because I got sick easy. You know,
Yeah.
my immune system isn't
Yeah,
as
you
strong.
you know how to take care of yourself better
Yeah.
than anyone else.
Now that's the normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like if everybody was taking those initiatives prior, using hand sanitizer, washing your hands after you use the bathroom.
Oh, that's nasty.
See,
Gross.
You know what I'm
what
saying?
washing your hands
no,
after?
not doing it. Who does not
A
do
lot
that
of
already?
people. I
That's
just seen
nasty.
a video on Facebook
See,
today.
I thought that was a regular routine, though.
I did too.
It should listen. It should be, and it's like ideally we think it is, but I just seen it. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing right now, but I seen a video on Facebook today. One of my basketball players' parents shared it. Just this lady at a gas station just digging in her butt for like, a solid 45
People
seconds.
do that, man.
Is she single?
Joe.
Tell her I said what's up.
You
Yeah,
nasty.
you can
Nasty.
go tell her.
Gross.
But it's just like,
Gross.
boom, right? We don't know what people are doing before we shake their hand, give them a hug and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I wasn't even trying to say that to just gross nobody out or be funny or nothing, but it is an eye opener to see that, because she does that. Then she goes to the mall and sees a friend. Hey, how you doing?
Right.
Boom. 10 minutes ago, she was just on camera digging her butt. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever
So it's
eaten
just
your own
weird.
boogers?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Me neither.
Not even when I was a kid.
No, right.
I used to. I
I
didn't
always
even
wondered
think it was
about those
cool.
kids.
I didn't even think it was cool when I seen it on TV as a kid.
I think it's the kids that were eating their boogers is the ones that are picking their asses.
That is an amazing
Joe.
perspective.
Yeah.
because
I
you're
think it
probably
is.
Right.
So Joe,
Right.
It's no other way you're comfortable digging in your
said
butt
you've been-
unless you used to eat
you
your
said
butt.
you've been tear gas before, right?
Tear gas?
Yeah.
Well, I've been crop dusted. Is that the same thing?
Yes.
If you're comfortable
yeah.
digging in your butt,
So
you're
most likely
comfortable
you ate
eating
your
your
boogers
boogers.
because you couldn't help it.
Oh yeah. When we went in the gas chamber.
gas chamber,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Ugh.
She was on her way to her movies. She was picking her seat.
Oh, wow.
that's nasty.
It's the Joe Padula Show. Bada bing. Clarksville's conversation.